Good morning children. Welcome back to Maths class. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, quadratic equations. Before that, in the previous class we have discussed about quadratic polynomial. So what is a quadratic polynomial? So we have learned about one linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial in the previous class. Linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial in the previous classes. What is a linear polynomial? Linear polynomial is a polynomial of degree 1. For example, polynomial we can represent it by p of x is equal to 3x plus 2. It is a linear polynomial because the power of the variable is 1 or the degree of the variable is 1. And the general form of a linear polynomial is ax plus b, where a not equal to 0. If a becomes 0, 0 into x, 0, only constant we will get. A and b are real numbers or constant numbers. So a linear polynomial is a polynomial of degree 1. General form is ax plus b. Then, what is a quadratic polynomial? Quadratic polynomial means the degree will be 2. 2x square plus 5x plus 3. Example. It's a quadratic polynomial. The degree is 2. The general form of a quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c, where a not equal to 0. And then a cubic polynomial of degree 3. 3x cube plus 5x square plus 2x plus 8 or minus 8. So this is a cubic polynomial because the degree of the variable is 3. And the general form is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So these are the about polynomials. Linear polynomial, the degree of the variable is 1. Quadratic polynomial, degree is 2. And cubic polynomial is degree 3. And the general form also ax plus b, ax square plus bx plus c, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a should not be equal to 0. If a becomes 0, the whole term becomes 0, the polynomial will go to the next stage. If here this 2, here it is instead of 2, if it is 0, this whole term becomes 0 and again it becomes a linear polynomial. And how to solve a linear polynomial? Last year you have learned. For example, 3x plus 2. Find the 0 of the polynomial. If you want to find the 0 of the polynomial, we will equate the polynomial to 0. 3x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to minus 2 by 3. So minus 2 by 3 is the 0 of a polynomial. What is the meaning of 0 of a polynomial? It is the value of x which satisfies the equation. That is, when we give x as minus 2 by 3, we will get RHS, LHS and RHS is equal to 0. So now this year we are learning about quadratic equation. So what is the difference between a quadratic polynomial and a quadratic equation? So we have already learned linear polynomial. Now linear polynomial, for example, 2x plus 4 is a linear polynomial, and if I equate to 0, equal sign when we write, it becomes an equation. So this is a linear equation. So the difference between a polynomial and equation is, this is a polynomial and when we equals to 0 or equal to any number, that it becomes a linear equation. So this is a linear equation. Same way, quadratic polynomial is 2x square plus 5x plus 3. This is a quadratic polynomial. When we equate to 0, it becomes a quadratic equation. So this is a quadratic equation and the general form is ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. So only the difference between polynomial and equation is, in equation we will have an equal symbol. So this is the general form where a should not be equal to 0. A, b, c are real numbers. Now when we write 5x square is equal to 3. This is also a quadratic polynomial. Only we have to see that whether the degree is 2 or not. The degree is 2. So this is a quadratic polynomial. Here the degree is 2. It is a quadratic polynomial. Now x plus 5x square is equal to minus 3. This is also a quadratic equation because the degree is 2. So however we want, we can write, but how to write it in a standard form? When we write it in a standard form, the power or the degree should be in the decreasing order. So first we have to write degree 2, power 2, then power 1, then constant. Then only it will be in the standard form. So this is written in a standard form. So the general form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the general form where a not equal to 0. A, b, c are real numbers. Now if I write only x square plus 5 is equal to 0. Here 2x square is equal to minus 3. 5x square is equal to 0. These are all quadratic equations. Now here I will write 2x square plus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. 8x square 4 plus 4 equals 0. So 4x is equal to 2. Then x square minus 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. So all these are quadratic equations. But what is the difference between this equation and this? See here when we see only the x square term is there. That is degree 2 is only there. Degree 1 is not here. That is x coefficient is not here. So such type of quadratic equations are called pure quadratic equation. Pure quadratic equations. And these are having degree 2 and degree 1. These quadratic equations are known as adfected quadratic equations. Adfected quadratic equation. So there are two types of equations. One is pure quadratic equation and adfected quadratic equation. Pure quadratic equation have only degree 2. Degree 1 will not be there, or variable x is not there. Here variable x square and x is there. So general form of a pure quadratic equation is ax square plus c equals 0. X term is not there. A is the coefficient of x square and c is the constant. But the general form of an adfected quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. A is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x and c is the constant. I think you understood what is a quadratic equation and what is the general form, what is a pure quadratic equation and what is an adfected quadratic equation. The exercise 10.1. First question is, check whether the following are quadratic equations. First question, x plus 1 the whole square is equal to 2 into x minus 3. So here we have to check whether it is a quadratic equation or not. So to check whether it is a quadratic equation or not, we have to write it in the standard form. The standard form or general form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. So here it is not in the standard form or not in the simplified form. So we have to simplify it. So here x plus 1 the whole square, we can apply a plus b the whole square formula. So a square x square plus 2 into a into b. 2 into x into 1, 2x plus b square is 1 square 1 is equal to the right side 2 into x 2x minus 2 into 3 6. We will take these terms to the left side. X square plus 2x plus 1 minus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now plus 2x and minus 2x will cancel. X square 1 plus 6 it is 7 is equal to 0. So here we got x square plus 7 is equal to 0. There is a variable x and the degree is 2. So this is a quadratic equation in the standard form and it is a pure quadratic equation because the variable x is not given. So this is a quadratic equation. Now we will see the third question. Third question is x minus 2 into x plus 1 is equal to x minus 1 into x plus 3. So here we will do the binomial multiplication in LHS and RHS. X into x, x square, x into 1, x, minus 2 into x, minus 2x, minus 2 into 1, minus 2 is equal to right side x square, 3x, minus x, minus 3. So now both the side of the equation, here x square is common, constant, same variable, same sign. So we will directly cancel. So now x minus 2x is minus x minus 2 is equal to, here 3x minus x is 2x minus 3. Now itself we can say it is not a quadratic equation because x square term is not there. So we will take it to the left side. Minus x minus 2 minus 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. Minus 3x plus 1 equal to 0. As degree 2 is not given, it is not a quadratic equation. Then what equation it is? It's a linear equation because the degree is 1. 7th question. X plus 2 the whole cube is equal to 2x into x square minus 1. Now x plus 2 the whole cube. Here we have to use the formula a plus b the whole cube. A plus b the whole cube equals a cube plus 3ab into a plus b plus b cube. So here x cube plus 3ab, 3 into x into 2. So 3 into x into 2 is 6x into a plus b, x plus 2 plus b cube. B is 2, so 2 cube is equal to, here we will multiply 2x. 2x into x square, 2x cube minus 2x into 1, 2x. So here we will open the bracket, x cube plus 6x square plus 6x into 2, 12x plus 2 cube is 8 is equal to 2x cube minus 2x. So now we will take all the terms to the left side. X cube plus 6x square plus 12x plus 8 minus 2x cube plus 2x is equal to 0. X cube minus 2x cube is minus x cube. 6x square minus 2x square is 4x square. 12x plus 2x is 14x plus 8. This is not a quadratic equation because the degree is 3. So this is not a quadratic equation. And now 8th question. 8th question is x cube minus 4x square minus x plus 1 is equal to x minus 2 the whole cube. Now here LHS we will write as it is, x cube minus 4x square minus x plus 1. Here we will apply a minus b the whole cube. A minus b the whole cube is a cube minus 3ab into a minus b minus a cube. All the sign becomes minus. So here x cube minus 3ab, 3 into x into 2, 6x into a minus b, x minus 2 minus b cube minus 2 cube. X cube minus 4x square minus x plus 1 equals x cube minus 6x square plus 12x minus 8. Here on either side of the equation, x cube is there, we will cancel it. Will remain terms, will take minus 4x square minus x plus 1 minus 6x square becomes plus 6x square minus 12x and plus 8 is equal to 0. Now minus 4x square plus 6x square is 2x square. Minus x minus 12x is minus 13x. 8 plus 1 is 9 is equal to 0. It is a quadratic equation because the degree of the variable is 2. Next question is, represent the following situations in the form of quadratic equations. First question, the area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. Area of a rectangular plot equals 528 meters square. The length of the plot in meter is 1 more than twice its breadth. So here we have to represent the situation in the form of a quadratic equation. We have to just form a quadratic equation. So here they told area of the rectangular plot is 528 meters square and length of the plot is 1 more than twice its breadth. Length is 1 more than twice its breadth. Twice its breadth. So here length is given in terms of breadth. So first we will start with breadth. So we will write, let the breadth of the rectangular plot be, let the breadth of the plot be x meter. Therefore, length of the plot equals one more than twice its breadth. So, 1 more means 1 plus, twice means 2 into breadth, it is x to x. So, when we learn pair of linear equation in two variables, we will be using two variables x and y and we are solving the equations. But here, it's a quadratic equation in one variable, so we have to use only one variable. So, we will start with breadth be x unit and we will write length in terms of breadth. That is, length is equal to 1 more than twice its breadth. So, we got length and breadth. Now, we have to write the equation, quadratic equation. Area is 528. We know that area of a rectangle is equal to length into breadth. The formula to find area of a rectangle is length into breadth. Area is 528 equals length 1 plus 2x and breadth is x. So, when you write breadth as it is a binomial, bracket and write x. Now, 528 is equal to 1 into x plus 2x into x, 2x square. Now, we got a quadratic equation but it is not in the standard form. When we write it in the standard form, first we will write x square term, that is 2x square. Then we will write x. Then we will write a constant. We will take 528 to the right side. Minus 528 is equal to 0. So, this is we had converted area, length and breadth in the form of a quadratic equation. The second question is, the product of two consecutive integers is 306. So, which are the two consecutive integers? When we consider normal integers, 1 is an integer, next integer is 2, next integer is 3, like this. So, when we write consecutive integers means next number we will write. So, we will consider the two consecutive integers be, let the two consecutive integers be. So, we have to write in terms of x. So, first integer is x, what will be the next integer? So, if first integer is 1, the next integer we will get by adding 1. 1 plus 1, 2. To get the next integer, again we will add 1. So, if the first integer is x, the next integer be x plus 1. So, the two consecutive integers be x and x plus 1. And they had given that product of the two consecutive integers is 306. So, x into x plus 1 is equal to 306. X into x, x square plus x into 1, x is equal to 306. X square plus x minus 306 is equal to 0. So, this is the quadratic equation. Third question. Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. The product of their ages 3 years from now will be 360. So, how to represent this as a quadratic equation? Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. So, we will start with let the age of Rohan. Let the age of Rohan be x years. Be x years. Now, how can we write his mother's age in terms of his age? Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. Therefore, mother's age equals, she is 26 years older than Rohan. So, 26 plus x or x plus 26. This is mother's age. Now, the product of their ages 3 years from now. 3 years from now means after 3 years will be 360. That is, after 3 years, the product of their ages, Rohan's age and mother's age, will be 360. So first we will see what is Rohan's and mother's age after 3 years. After 3 years, Rohan's age. Rohan's age equals, now present x years, after 3 years, his age will be x plus 3 years. And after 3 years, mother's age. Now at present, she is having 26 plus x. After 3 years, plus 3 we will write, that is 29 plus x years. Now, after 3 years, product of their age will be 360. So, after 3 years, Rohan's age into mother's age. 29 plus x. This will be equal to 360. So, 29 into x into 29, 29x plus x into x square plus 3 into 29. 87 plus 3 into x, 3x is equal to 360. Now x square plus 29x plus 3x, 32x plus 87 minus 360 is equal to 0. So x square plus 32x minus 360 minus 87. 273 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. Fourth question. A train travels a distance of 480 km at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 8 km per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. Now, how will we write in the form of a quadratic equation? A train travels a distance of 480 km at a uniform speed. So, let the speed of the train be x km per hour. Let the speed of the train be x km per hour. And the distance travelled by the train is 480 km. Distance travelled 480 km. 480 km. And it is given that if the speed had been 8 km per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. So here, now present x km per hour is the speed and the distance travelled is 480 km. When speed and distance is given, we can find out time. So speed is equal to distance by time. Speed into time is equal to distance. Therefore, time is equal to distance by speed. So this formula we will apply and we will write time taken. Time taken equals distance by speed is equal to distance is 480 and the speed is x. So 480 by x hour. This is x hours. This is the time taken when the speed of the train was x km per hour. Now they said if the speed had been 8 km per hour less. So now we will write when the speed is 8 km per hour less. 8 km per hour less. Then what will be the speed of the train? Present x km per 8 km per hour less means the speed will become x minus 8. What is the time taken? Same distance only travelling. So time taken will be distance by speed. Distance is 480. Speed reduced 8 km per hour. So x minus 8. So we got two terms. That is, in the first case the time taken is 480 by x. And second case the time taken is 480 by x minus 8. X minus 8 means the speed was reduced 8 km per hour. And they told that when the speed is reduced 8 km per hour, the train will take 3 hours more to reach 480 km. So to form the equation, we have to see that the time, both are time. So when the speed is less, it will take more time. So this is the bigger term, that is denominator having less value. 480 by x minus 8 minus 480 by x is equal to 3. To form the equation, only we have to see the denominator. Which denominator is smaller value, that we have to write first. Because when the speed is reduced to 8 km per hour, more time it will take. So more time minus bigger time, that is larger time, that will be equal to 3. So 480 by x minus 8 minus 480 by x is equal to 3. But still this is not in the form of a quadratic equation. We'll simplify it. X into x minus 8 is the LCM. 480 into x minus 480 into x minus 8 is equal to 3. Now 480x minus 480x minus into minus plus 480 into 8. 8 zeros are 0, 8 8s are 64, 6, 8 4s are 32 plus 6, 38. By x into x minus 8 is equal to 3. Now these two terms will cancel. We will get 3840, will cross multiply this, is equal to 3 into x minus 8. We'll cancel this. 3840 by 3 is equal to x into x minus 8. Cancel it. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 24, 3 8s are 24, 0. So we will write x into x minus 8 is equal to 1280. X square minus 8x minus 1280 is equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation. So whenever the speed question comes, we have to write in terms of time. After writing both the time, see that which is having smaller denominator, that we will write first, minus the second term is equal to whatever is the time, extra time, we have to write and solve the equation. I hope you understood the general form of a quadratic equation and how to write the general form for a statement sum. Thank you, children.